Welcome back, everyone. It is Wednesday, December 9th, and I want to talk to you guys today about some of the crypto news that's going on here. We know that crypto is down right now. If you look right now, it's almost $1,000 down at 18,320. So I want to talk to you guys today and some of the articles about why Bitcoin's down, what brought the price up before, and some of the things of why it's looking really nice into the future, why we have a really good future for Bitcoin. So let's jump right into it, guys. This is the Bitcoin News Channel, so we're going to talk about Bitcoin halving helped Bitcoin price surge this year, says Goldbug Frank Holmes. Goldbug Frank Holmes is the CEO and Chief Investment Officer of U.S. Global Investors and has revealed he believes that Bitcoin halving event has helped the price surge, the flagship cryptocurrency this year, and the demand was steady, yet supply dropped. During the interview, he's saying that basically, this is on Bitcoin.com, Holmes revealed that he is enthusiastic about Bitcoin and gold, but noted that the growing number of Bitcoin wallets has shown there is a demand for cryptocurrency as people are embracing Bitcoin. He says that this trend continues growing over the last 3 years. It's nice and steady. And basically, the gold bug added that, which took place of May this year, they saw block rewards drop from 12.5 Bitcoins to 6.25 per block, so that means the supply is going down. We know that when supply goes down, the price goes up. He said that the supply of all the gold mines in the world, we're going to cut the supply by 50%. I can assure you gold will be $10,000. So I mean that's pretty crazy, guys. This shows that like when the Bitcoin halved and during the Corona pandemic, and we also have one thing that I want to show you right here. Let's see if I can pull it up. It is the price of the dollar, all U.S. dollars, almost 20% of all U.S. dollars were created in 2020 alone. That was with the economic stimulus package. You can see that more than $3 trillion has been created in 2020 alone. That means almost 20% of all existing USD has been created this year. So that created a lot of inflation. They're saying that basically the central bank has pumped out more than $9 trillion in bailouts this year since September. The findings showing that the Fed is getting market advice from Wall Street hedge funds, and they kind of bailed out. They're still bailing out these hedge funds and still helping out Wall Street, but a lot of people are losing money. And the central bank has created 22% of all USD printed this year alone. The US dollar has been around for over 200 years in that bulk of time, but it was backed by gold, that they're saying. Put another way, that the U.S. dollar and the U.S. government has created almost a quarter of its dollars in 2020 alone. So I mean that's pretty crazy, guys. That's creating a lot of inflation. That's creating cryptocurrency to rise. I think that's what we're seeing, like Bitcoin shooting up to the all-time highs again, and people are losing faith in the dollar. They just keep printing more and more and more money. That means that crypto is going to be the hot item. That's why all these institutional investors are kind of getting into crypto right now. And I'll just show you one more thing on this. It says such increases in money supply should be short-term inflationary or more in doubt over the medium term. A massive increase in debt load will follow an increase in the money supply, and then it will burden lead to disinflationary pulses. They're just kind of talking about some money terms here. Let me see if I can show you where the institutional investors. Okay, so here's the next article I want to show you. So this is what kind of relates to that. The game recognizes game. Institutions make it easier to invest in Bitcoin. And it says basically right here, with crypto sector currently riding the wave of a bullish statement at 19,892 this month, which was the all-time high. It said basically that some of these, let me pull it up right here. This is a better one. Basically, it's saying that, where is it? The more of a continuation of existing trend by putting crypto assets into the traditional index based ETF, this should offer additional access points to the crypto market by mainstream investors. This will compete with only Bitcoin, only the high-cost products that exist for audience now. And you're basically saying that with crypto indexes, the asset class becomes better recognized and easier to sell to clients. Maybe even more importantly, with crypto now has a much wider audience of instruments that now appeal to different investors. For example, there is now stable coins with more conservative investors. So just a lot more investors are coming on here. They're saying that I believe that we will see the same FOMO from institutional investors moving forward, fear of missing out. So as these institutional investors see other people coming into Bitcoin, that the retail investors came in 2017, we're gonna see crypto hit the all-time highs. That's why I think that Bitcoin's gonna go back up. I made a video saying it was gonna go up to the $50,000 mark, but we're seeing the fear of missing out, and it's basically we're going to see these institutional investors now coming in with the stable coins and different, and basically they're going to see all their other buddies doing it, and it's going to be time for them to come in. And lastly, with the use of Ethereum associated with contracts continuing to gain traction, it will most likely spur the value of the most premier cryptocurrencies in the upward direction. That's what they're saying right here. Teo believes that the long-term and value of most crypto assets will continue to soar high, likely reaching new all-time highs. However, this view of the price digital currency alone cannot be an indicator of things coming. Ultimately, what drives things forward is the technology and innovation behind the projects. So they're basically saying that there's some good things in the future, guys, for cryptocurrency. And then there's another one. Let me see if I can find it right here that I wanted to show you guys. So this is basically saying that Ethereum update, there's 22 million worth of Ethereum being staked every day, which is pretty crazy. Ethereum rollout this year in December with launch of Beacon Chain. The new proof of stake-based Ethereum network has been the talk of the crypto town, as many see it as a revolution in the field of blockchain scalability. Once fully functional, Ethereum 2.0 network would be capable of processing tens of thousands of transactions through shading. So they're saying that $22 million is moving every day through the staking, and it's about to get on its own. You can see it right here. Bitcoin steals most of the mainstream headlines. And this is Tyler Winklevoss, one of the Winklevoss twins. They're saying that basically it steals headlines, but anyone knows what's up pays attention to Ethereum. Ethereum last week, it reached a threshold of 2.0 Beacon mainnet, a watershed moment in history for crypto. Let the upgrades begin. The hype around the 2.0 and present understanding is important, but to understand it would take at least 2 years to basically become independent and be on its own. And if you guys haven't seen Tyler Winklevoss, he's actually pretty known, and they give a lot of the Winklevoss twins give a lot of good information about crypto. He's a good person to follow. He said the US dollar is no longer a reliable store of value. Winklevoss and I made a case for a 500K Bitcoin. That's on August 27th. Let's see if he has anything close. If Bitcoin were a bird, it would be a phoenix. I mean, this is all kind of, this is just, he always gives good things. They make some kind of bullish statements. Want to know why our co-founder and CEO Tyler think Bitcoin will surpass 500K? Check the latest interview to find out. So we can check this interview out together. Might as well, because we're doing the Bitcoin channel right now. I like to keep you guys all updated on things going on too, so make sure to like this video because it helps me, and subscribe, and definitely hit me up on Facebook and let's talk Bitcoin. I actually live with someone that made over $150,000 last month when Bitcoin went up to 20 grand just on getting paid alone in it. So I mean, it's a good way to get paid in it. And if you guys are just first time investors and just doing like day trading, there's always different ways to get paid. So let's see what the Winklevoss says right here. That's kind of a long podcast, but let's see if there's any cliff notes. So some of the people are saying one Bitcoin, $1 million by 2025. That's kind of interesting. Let's see what Mr. Winklevoss is saying.
If you can also use Bitcoin as a currency, the value actually goes up much higher. If it can be both a store of value and a way for a currency to work on the network. There are other instances too where Bitcoin itself, the network, could be like the substrate of other networks, and just the security of it, it would basically become like the digital global reserve currency of all crypto. Yep. Then it's even higher. So when I say $500,000 of Bitcoin, that's actually the conservative case. It could easily be a couple times more, or even order of magnitude more. And by the time it gets there, like, you're never selling your Bitcoin. If you need to like use fiat, or I sort of say cash is trash, you'll just be able to borrow. And today you can borrow off your Bitcoin, get the cash, spend it without selling the Bitcoin. So I was listening to this podcast and they were joking about like this Bitcoin meme of the Matrix, and like, you know, when Bitcoin gets to like 1 million, like you won't have to sell it, kind of thing. Morpheus and Neo, like Neo's like, what happens when it gets to 1 million? It's like, you won't have to sell it. Anyway, I think we've been hodlers. That's the term for holding since 2012. And I was on CNBC Squawk yesterday morning, and the interviewer asked me, Seema Moody, she's like, what have you been doing to prepare, like now that Bitcoin's at 18,000? I was like, I've just been hodling. Like, it's just being patient. And I'm going to hodl all the way to 500,000, and I'm going to still hodl because if I need US dollar shitcoin, I can always find another way to.
All right, that's it, guys. You can check out this interview right here of the Winklevoss Twins saying it's a $500K Bitcoin coming up. He's saying to hold. There's not, even when it's 18,000, we're going to see Bitcoin rise. This is some good, favorable information. And just based on that, I just want to recap. We went through, you know, the U.S. dollar. They're printing up way too much U.S. dollars right now. Bitcoin halving. Institutional investors are coming in. We've seen Winklevoss saying he even would hold his Bitcoin up to 500K. And there's just a lot of good things in store for cryptocurrency. Thank you guys for watching. This is the news for December 8th. Patrick's Crypto channel. Thank you guys so much.